back for another DSP video, and today we are looking at DSP losing Iron Chef Sakai for the second week in a row, but this time to a 20-year-old streamer that does squats, and who Iron Chef will refer to as Mommy. But we start off today, Sunday, with a blast from the past. Someone who's mega popular right now, who used to be in Machinima with DSP as part of Two Best Friends Play, and then eventually Super Best Friends Play. I'm talking about Matt McMuscles. And we have this from one of his latest videos. And you can tell right away, this is a DSP reference.
What is up? It is me, it is Matt McMuscles, and it time go for Tomb Raider Remastered.
And support has been low for DSP, and that's a trend week after week. So what does DSP do to get motivation back, to get reinforcement of people giving him money? That is right, drama time. And of course, one of his favorite targets is Review Tech USA, and he puts this out on Twitter. On today's Can't Miss podcast, I'm doing something I haven't done in months per your request. Check out our recent Review Tech USA stream. This surely will be a laugh riot, so see you soon. Then DSP goes on to say how he had to, I got to spend some time with my wife.
All right. I'll just say this up front, okay, before we get to the next segment. Yesterday was my day off, and I got to spend some good time with my wife and my family, and I relaxed. We had a good meal. We had a pizza for dinner.
Then DSP goes on to say that two bad things happened that ruined their day off, and they were part of his personal life. Then DSP goes on to talk about his bad day, and asks people, please treat me nicely, I've had a bad day, personal things happened. As Gamerface Gaming points out what else he said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Okay, let's make fun of someone else in a bad spot, ack. Yeah, cause this is right before he shit all over Review Tech USA. I bet that kindness he needs at the moment, right? Who gave him today's script for the podcast? Takes a sip.
But that's life. As I get older, I realize that's just life you gotta deal with. This is why when you see a person, you can never really know what they're really going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone may look good on the surface, but you have absolutely no idea what level of stress they're actually at on the inside. You don't know what they're going through up here. You don't know what they're going through in here. And I just ask that everyone just have some kindness to those around them. Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people are just complete dickheads to everyone around them and think that they're the most important person on the planet, you know. But you never know what people are actually going through. So please be respectful. Please be nice. I mean, obviously it would be nice if you do that to me, but just to everyone around you. Because at any given moment, you just don't know, right? You just don't know what the hell's going on. And then one day, you're going to go through that shit. And if people are nice to you, you're going to appreciate that people were nice to you when you really needed that, right? So you do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's the golden rule. It's a way to live. And I hope that more people would actually, abide by that. Okay. I think when I'm in a bad mood and I just want to maybe feel better about myself, I think I'm going to watch some Review Tech content to just boost myself up by watching the lowest form of humanity and realize, thank God I never was degraded to that level. And I still have self-respect, and I still have a great loving family, and I have all these things to be grateful for. I can watch his content and realize, wow, life ain't so bad. So that's why we're going to be doing this today. Okay.
So you heard that correctly. He talks about how he had a bad day off. Please treat him nice. Please treat him how you would want to be treated. And then he goes on to shit all over Review Tech USA. Don't get me wrong, Review Tech USA is a POS. But at the same time, it's incredible how much of a hypocrite Phil is. Then also, DSP couldn't let Button Check, the guy who responded to his video about the FGC and making videos, helping people with tutorials, he couldn't let that go. Because you know why? Because Button Check watched a detractor video. And he put this out on Twitter I just followed you on X. If you follow me back, I can send you the info to my actual videos instead of the detractor stuff. I appreciate you being neutral. Find it funny you thought I would insult you when that's not what I'm about. Hit me back. Of course, what Phil's gonna do is, oh, don't watch that 10-minute video on me. Watch this 8-hour video on me. Watch the whole thing for context, dude. Then goes on to say, he believes detractors have poisoned people's perception of him within the FGC since they edit down his fighting game streams and add old clips in them. I think what he's referring to is like Memology and Snort Brunel, who bring in like the comedy clips when he lies, and there's an old clip of Phil going, "Oh my god, no way!" And those are so much better videos than yours, Phil, because they're more digestible. They get right to the point. They don't talk in circles for 10,000 hours. Then he goes on to talk about Review Tech USA, and at first he says, "You're not successful, don't you get it?" And then 5 minutes later, he's making bank on his streams. Playing both sides. Fence Sid and Phil. Then on LOLCOW Live and all the cow shows, they always show their Discord. That's the whole part of the show. And DSP was shaming and talking down to RTU because he thought he was showing off his private Discord, when in fact, he was just showing off the video from LOLCOW Queens, which, by the way, might come up in this video very soon. Then we have this that sums it up, and it's two people fighting, and the title is Two Retards Fighting. Then we have this from Lashero, DSP projecting.
He's doing just fucked up stuff in order to try to make money. It's disgusting. So, I mean, he still streams. He doesn't stream every day, but he streams every couple of days, and his streams are random as fuck, random times, random lengths, no direction whatsoever. He does get money, but the money he gets is literally everyone just making fun of him constantly. Like, he doesn't get positive contributions. It's just, here's something that's a snide remark. Here's sarcasm. Here's outright insults. And he's forced to degrade himself the entire time that he's streaming.
Then we have Meowblock. RTU is such an easy target to make fun of. There's numerous things you can make fun of him for. And DSP chooses to make fun of him for using a green screen when he described it as old tech and his mic placement. Truly amazing. Yeah, the whole thing was, DSP was saying, "Oh, you're using a green screen, it looks like crap. Your mic is in the shot, it's unprofessional." This is the same stuff he said last time. And not only that, DSP complaining about other people's green screen is absolutely hilarious, because there will be times when he's missing a limb because the green screen cuts it off. Then we have this from the host Juan. I can't believe this came out of DSP's mouth.
And this guy is going to become like, what's his name? The killer from fucking Silence of the Lambs. The guy who puts you in the hole and says it rubs the lotion on his skin or else it gets the hose again. And he wants to like rip your face off and wear it or whatever.
What the fuck?
Then of course, Poem Josh points out what this exactly is all about. DSP is trying to get Kino Casino viewers and supporters to stay and come back, because this week Kino Casino is on vacation, so no stream, and also thankfully no smart guys. That is right, no smart guys, no PPP yelling all over the place. I am so glad I don't have to cover that. And then Poem Josh shows off that since the new system that's supposed to have no pressure, the word support has increased dramatically. And then DSP went back to talk about button check and said he's refusing to respond to him until he responds to him and accepts the footage he wants to show him, and also admits he hasn't watched his response video yet. I believe he said he skimmed through it but didn't watch it. And then in a moment that will come back to haunt DSP, he made a plea for RTU supporters to become his supporters. Leave RTU, give me all the money, and if anyone knows what happened later on in this week, this is such an ironic moment, because this is going to backfire in a major way for DSP, but not with RTU. And then remember when he said, "I don't do drama content, I don't want to do that, I'm done with that, I just want to be a gamer, I just want to do my podcast." Well, guess what, guys? DSP now says drama content is okay because he doesn't do it all the time, aka I want that money from drama, dude. Then DSP was talking about the skits and all the scriptedness from LOLCOW Live and Queens and Tech Talk and all the other shows, and shows off a picture of Michael diddler behind the camera, and he looks so confused. Because there's no way at all DSP would ever consider being on a show like this, right? Well, you're gonna be surprised what happens in this video when DMs get leaked. Then he talked about RTU being fired from Tech Talk, and he says, I know who David Jaffe is. As I said, I know about game development. Then goes on to say, David Jaffe has earned LOLCOW status. Of course, if anyone didn't know, David Jaffe is actually the creator of the God of War series, the original. And also at one point, when RTU was part of Tech Talk, he interviewed David Jaffe, and it went so well that RTU got fired and David Jaffe replaced him. And then in a moment that's absolutely bonkers that DSP said this, he says Rich's setup is like a 14-year-old girl casually streaming, and then he says it's like from the TV show Glee. Then Misery Merchant points out, Phil was like 27 when that aired. And not only that, if you look at Phil's setup with all the colors and the lights and stuff, he has the setup of the most toxic e-girl out there, just saying. And then one of the big complaints DSP had about RTU's green screen is that he wears glasses, and says there's a reflection in his glasses. And as Geek points out, parts of DSP's body phase out with his green screen. Then we have Lucero. DSP says that RTU is far, far below him. DSP is projecting really hard today. It's been tough.
Rich, you don't have a fucking right to say a word about me and my content ever again. You are a miserable embarrassment to every person who ever turned on their camera or broadcast anything over the internet. You're a joke. You're a living meme. You're far, far, far below me. You're a fucking bug to be stomped on. Shut the fuck up, you life loser. You obsessed walrus. Move the fuck on and leave the world alone, because the world is done with you. I don't know if you realize this. Your time came and went. If you disappeared right now and never made content, people would be like, well, anyway, carrying on. No one would cry. No one would be sad. No one would care. You're a wretch. I can run tech better than you, but you're the tech guy. Don't you get it? It's over. It's time to say goodbye to the internet.
Then people in the Kick Chat were pointing out how much of a hypocrite Phil was being, and guess what? If you criticize Phil, if you don't believe what he believes, if you say something that's of the opposite, ban, 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 gone, forever. And then he talks about RTU's glasses again, while using the green screen, and says, you'll have black holes for eyes. Then of course, year after year, every single time it comes out, Yakuza. Most boring, most pathetic, least attended, least supported, but he still keeps playing them. And every single time, he begs people, give him money, even if you don't like it, just give him money. And what eventually happens is, it stops being a day stream and starts becoming a night stream. And the night stream is where games go to die, if they're not already dead. Then after bragging about his green screen versus RTU's green screen, we have this image here where part of his face is cut out. Then DSP goes on to claim that RTU got a green screen because he was jealous of DSP's setup. Now keep in mind as well, RTU had a green screen before DSP did. And then Meow Block with an interesting thought here, because remember DSP said in the last video, I don't want to do clips anymore. They're too much work and they don't bring me in as much money as I thought. Now Meow Block, you think DSP will clip that RTU segment for its own separate video? What do you think he'll title it? I'm thinking The King Felts RTU again. Then we have Dragon. DSP announcing something bad happened to him. People should be nice and respect each other. DSP after watching RTU, stop giving him money, stop watching RTU. He should vanish from the internet. Funny how his RTU arguments fits in on himself as well.
Please understand, and again, I apologize in advance. I'm only telling you this because I know that sadly when shit tends to happen like this, it does affect me. And then people are like, wow, you're in a bad mood, and you seem like you're grumpy, and you seem like you're pissy today. And, you know, you're right, and there's nothing I can really do about it either. When you got shit going on, it's in the back of your mind constantly. It's like, what the fuck, right? It just sucks. But that's life. As I get older, I realize that's just life you got to deal with. This is why when you see a person, you can never really know what they're really going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone may look good on the surface, but you have absolutely no idea what level of stress they're actually at on the inside. You don't know what they're going through up here. You don't know what they're going through in here. And I just ask that everyone just have some kindness to those around them. Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people are just complete dickheads to everyone around them and think that they're the most important person on the planet, you know? But you never know what people are actually going through. So please be respectful. Please be nice. I mean, obviously, it'd be nice if you could do that to me, but just to everyone around you. Because at any given moment, you just don't know, right? You just don't know what the hell's going on. And then one day, you're going to go through that shit. And if people are nice to you, you're going to appreciate that people were nice to you when you really needed that, right? So do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's the golden rule. It's a way to live. And I hope that more people would actually, abide by that. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to have some fun. You can't fucking make it up. So, in an entirety of his 2-hour and 20-minute broadcast, okay, he embarrasses himself with his title screen. He comes on and immediately has my O face popping up in every contribution. He talks politics for an hour, which is a huge fucking embarrassment. The guy has no idea what the fuck, who he is, what he's saying or doing. He's becoming increasingly more inebriated over the hour, even though he pretends like he's not because he's drinking seltzer water on stream, right? Then he's out of content, so he tries to jump on LOLCOW. They ban his ass because he's a fucking loser. Then he tries to play Doom. He can't get the audio to work, so he rage quits on that within 20 minutes. Then he takes off his shirt and he reacts to me for an hour, and that's his show. Rich, you don't have a fucking right to say a word about me and my content ever again. You are a miserable embarrassment to every person who ever turned on their camera or broadcast anything over the internet. You're a joke. You're a living meme. You're far, far, far below me. You're a fucking bug to be stomped on. Shut the fuck up, you life loser. You obsessed walrus. Move the fuck on and leave the world alone, because the world is done with you. I don't know if you realize this. Your time came and went. If you disappeared right now and never made content, people would be like, well, anyway, carrying on. No one would cry. No one would be sad. No one would care. You're a wretch. I can run tech better than you, but you're the tech guy. Don't you get it? It's over. It's time to say goodbye to the internet. Just give up. I wish that I could motivate you to be a better person. I tried that last year. Instead, you continued down your path of degeneracy. You continued down your path of nonsense. You're not capable of doing it. The only way I think you could actually improve yourself is to seek real help, meaning get professionals involved in your life who'll get you off the drugs, because you are on drugs. It's apparent when you watch that stream. He's high as fuck, okay? You need to get off, but you can't. You have no work ethic. You have no self-respect. You have no self-control. You are the definition of a degenerate, okay? Please go away. Because it's sad now. It's that no one is watching you and saying, wow, he's really sticking it to Phil. They're just watching, and they're just pointing and saying, look at that clown. Thank God I'm not him. Every time I watch Rich, I feel better about myself. And that's sad. You have nothing to add at all to society. Why don't you understand this? Does it take me telling you for you to finally fucking get it? Because it took me upgrading my setup to get you to try to upgrade your setup. It took my moving leaderboard for you to finally get a leaderboard. It took me actually getting a green screen, not really, for you to get a green screen. So now I have to tell you directly. Just stop. Just go away, man. Save yourself the embarrassment. Save humanity the embarrassment. Just turn it off. There's nothing to offer here. LOLCOW doesn't want you back. You're not going to replace fucking Wings. You're not going to be on the Tech Talk show again. You blew it. You had your chance and you fucking blew it. Just deal with it. Stop trying to pretend, oh, I'm making fun of Phil. You're not making fun of me. You're not. There's nothing you're doing that's making fun of me at all. All you're doing is self-embarrassing yourself every single moment you turn on your camera. It's just like I said previous, but I guess it didn't sink in. For me, my most embarrassing moment was in 2016 when I made a huge mistake, and I'll never live it down. For Rich, every moment he turns on his stream and his camera is on is his most embarrassing moment. And he continues to make more most embarrassing moments every single day. But he doesn't get it. He actually thinks the joke's not on him. Can someone tell him? Like, I understand he's making bank, and that's the thing. He's making money on these streams, so maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe it's time to pull that rug out from under him, too. He's going to continue the clown show and not help himself as long as people keep giving him money to do it. I mean, he needs help, man. And if you just keep enabling him, he's going to keep making this garbage every fucking day. I take that back. He's going to keep making this garbage whenever he can bother to get his fat, lazy ass rolling over to his setup and try to get it half working. Because we know he doesn't actually work and he doesn't actually know how to work his setup. I just taught him how to do it twice in one fucking stream. But, you know, it's just sad. The guy is just a malicious fucking dirtbag and doesn't deserve any attention. And you just got to stop giving it to him. I'll say this. To all those people who are on his streams, okay, and you're contributing to get him to say dumb shit, you understand you could come over to my stream and we could just chill and actually make good content together and have a good time and laugh at, you know, talk the same shit. You know what I mean? You don't have to actually be on his streams and enable his awful lifestyle. You can actually come and like hang out with someone who cares and wants to make good content for you and actually learns his setup and actually like works. You can do that. You can come over. You're welcome. Any of his trolls are very welcome to come enjoy my content at any time. And we can hang, we can laugh, and you can tell me all about his antics, and we'll have a good time together. And that way you don't have to fucking fill his pockets. Because the only reason he's putting on the 2-hour shit show streams to begin with is because you keep filling his pockets. Did you see how many super chats he made during that? Hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now, it said he made 50 members. There are probably 49 Argentinian members in there. So he probably made the equivalent of $2 out of that. But those super chats are legit. So he's making bank on it. You know what I'm saying? And the reason he'll never improve is because you keep allowing him to make a living being a schlub. Get it? I mean, this is the guy who fucked with me for the greater part of a decade, who tried to ruin me, who constantly tried to make me the butt of the joke, who got people to stop watching my content. You know what I'm saying? So fuck him. I don't give a shit. Fuck that guy. Really, like of all the people out there, this guy is the most malicious because he just doesn't give a fuck about anyone, including himself. That's the most dangerous person, is this person who just doesn't care about anything. So, make him care. Stop watching his garbage.
And then DSP, again, showing off his Lego kit and says, I want this. I want to do Legos this week. We need 30 goals, dudes. Give me money. Then DSP tried to say that clip channels don't work because they only get 5,000 to 20,000 views per video. As Gelgout points out, there's several over 30K. On Kino Casinos. And then we have Otter, a minimum of 5 times what his videos DSPs get. Then DSP puts this on Twitter, I'm back and today's first stream is live. Join me as we return to the wild, wacky, sad and pathetic world of RTY, I think that's supposed to be RTU, on the podcast. Then we continue the cringe with more lost records. So let's go. Then look at this. Look at this beautiful, disgusting thumbnail from DSP for his stream of Lost Records, which he titles as Lost Pause Early Stream. And then goes on to say that LEGO streams is your reward for hitting 30 goals. However, if you don't give him money during that stream, then it's not worth his while and he will no longer do LEGO streams. And we have Steve of the Dead. The LEGO streams are the reward his audience gets for supporting him with 30 goals of $150 each, so $4,500, at which point his audience rewarded with the responsibility of having to keep paying him to make the LEGO model. And then he adds on to it, I feel like if he does actually end up doing a LEGO stream, his chat should constantly remind him that's a reward for them. It's their reward for giving him so much money, especially when he inevitably mentions how they should be supporting him doing this content. Then DSP was surprised of how expensive the LEGO sets are. And of course, he's talking about doing, if this goes well, the more complex and more expensive LEGO sets. Then we have another word that is added to the Kick ban list, and that word is IRS. Funny how this happens after someone asked him about paying taxes on gift items, and then he says nothing was gifted, everything was bought. Now he bans the word IRS. And this is always pathetic. DSP reading off emails and messages and tips and blah 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 from anonymous former detractors that sounds exactly like DSP, and they've seen the light, dude.
Oh, we start off today with a very generous contribution. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a $50 tip to start off today. Everyone, thank you to a $50 tipper, a very generous contribution. Let's get a nice animation for you. The tips I still have to manually do, and I'll have to continue to manually do them, and there's nothing I can do about that. But I appreciate this, so let's see who this is from in a sec. It is anonymous, it says. However, it is a follow-up to a discussion that we had earlier in the week, or I should say now, last week, so let's talk about that. Ready? So, okay, here's their message. So, hi, I'm the guy that donated a few days ago talking about how I've hate watched you for years. I remember that. Remember that guy who said he was a hate watcher, but now he was actually like getting some self-awareness because he was actually watching the detractors and realizing how stupid and unhinged they were? Okay. Since then, I've heard detractor channels going through mental gymnastics to say that it was a fake tip written by you. This is just one example of how they feel like they're on a moral high ground, but they're dishonest too. I realize now that wasting so much time following someone you don't like is a schadenfreude. That's how you pronounce it. I know what the word means, but I don't know how to pronounce it. And it's sad. It's more pathetic than being the person that they have disdain for. Every one of us has been cringe, made mistakes, and lied about something. The difference is that most of us don't have that stuff on the internet in 4K. Duty is retarded. ALT, I don't know who that is old, and I'm moving on. Peace out. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for actually having common sense. And I could only hope that over time, as a lot of these people who are obsessed into this negative culture get older, they will have these kind of moments of self-awareness, realize how much of a waste of their time this has all been, and either move on or, hey, become a fan, which some of them have. You know, some of them actually were like, I watched your raw stuff and it's actually not bad. You know, when we're not watching it through the lens of some idiot who's constantly editing in memes, you know, saying bullshit about your past and stuff, it's actually good content. So thank you so much.
And then RTO was not his only target today, as he blamed his family for giving him bad genetics and 12 different issues physically, including his back and bones, teeth and skin. Of course, it's not his fault, dude. He did nothing wrong. All that alcohol, all the fast food, treating his body like shit. That's not his fault, dude. It's his family for his genetics.
Really good quality. So there we go. Beg. Wow, what a name. $5 super chat saying, happy that I'm bringing awareness to gout. I mean, I don't really bring awareness to gout. If people ask me what it is, I'll explain it. I'm not ashamed of having it. It's a combination of genetics and lifestyle, and my genetics are not very good. I have a ton of problems because of all my family members. I got like every single genetic issue that I could possibly have. Problems with my back and bones, problems with my teeth, problems with my skin, problems with this, problems. I could tell you 12 problems physically that I have, and it's not because of me. I just have them, okay? It's fucking shitty genetics. What can I say, right? But also, my bad lifestyle for many years, I was just out of control with eating bad things, drinking constantly, and it allowed me to basically have this blood disease build up in me, which really sucks. And I'm going to have it my whole life, but I'm not ashamed of it or anything. You know what I mean? I'm not. I mean, I'd rather have people know what's going on with it and how to help with it and mitigate it. So my neck is great. My neck is almost 100%. I say my neck is like 98%. Seriously. Like there's just a tiny bit of discomfort if I move it a little bit too far one way. For the most part, it's good. So I'm good. My neck is back to normal.
If you're wondering how his actual streams were doing money-wise, here's a quote from DSP. Please support the stream tonight if you have not. Right now, there's a lot of people who have not. We've hit the goals every time I played this before. Then it looks like Fatal Fury is exactly like Street Fighter 6.
Say the fights are terrible. I'm telling you right now, the game's not good. It sucks. It was alright when I was playing it the other day, but now people all know the top tier strategies with Rock, Bijane, and Vox, and they're completely dominant, and they have insane advantage over you.
Then goes on to call Fatal Fury a modern fighting game to discredit it. Yeah, he doesn't like it. He wants classic fighting games from the 90s, dude. And look at that face. That is a face of a man that's having fun and loving his life. Then he goes on to say, please give me anything, and telling them that the amount doesn't matter. The fact that people are supporting does. And also, the game is pissing him off. And he's sorry he's getting heated, but it pisses him off. And it's funny how every single fighting game that comes out, same excuses, same lies. It's almost like DSP, you're bad at these games. And you peaked in the 90s.
Oh? Wait, what? Wait, what? Why did it come out instantly and insta-kill me? I was crossing him up. I was literally crossing him up and it just insta-killed me out of the sky. What a piece of shit, dude.
Then a weird thing that DSP said, fighting in the street with glasses on is stupid. You should be fighting with contacts in. And as Poem Josh points out, it's anime characters, Philip. It's not that serious. Then we have Iron Chef Sakai in the Kick chat. People think I'm retarded in Phil's chat, lol. I'm not retarded, by the way. And would you look at that? Now that he has drama content, he now wants to do clips again. Funny how that happens, isn't it? And would you look at that? DSP teaches tech to RTU, a royal dump on the chump. Then are you ready for a wild statement from DSP?
Well, it looks like people are going to withhold. We only got that one tip of support so far tonight. And I'm not going to wait all night, so I guess we're going to start. Oh well. The tactic didn't work. The stalling didn't work.
Then we have DSP in the chat. Good morning all. Today will be very chill. No drama to discuss. Actually, just want to hang out and talk on the podcast. And then on this day on the Monday was Chris Chan's 43rd birthday. And look at that. DSP decided to wear his version of his Chris Chan sweater. Then DSP goes on again about 220 memes and says, the 220 meme is already dead. It's been 24 hours. His idiot detractors are just hyper fixated, like he said. Then you'll never believe this, but DSP had more tech issues, and his capture device was not working properly. And he said, a cable falling and knocking out his capture device is not his fault. That's gravity's fault. He doesn't control gravity. That's right, dudes. Gravity is now a detractor, dude. Then DSP goes on to say he's better than RTU because Phil's tech issues are caused by wonky hardware and not his lack of knowledge. Then despite 24 hours ago, DSP trying to flame RTU over showing his Discord, DSP accidentally shows off his Discord, and there's quite a few interesting names on here, including Darziak, James Jake Lugo, Slayer, and Becky Boop. And we have Piece of Peace, so Slayer and Dave direct message each other on Discord, yet Slayer will still tip him during a stream saying blah 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 blah, I sent you an email about this stupid shit, blah blah blah. How fucking retarded is this dude?
I hit the wrong button. Here, take a look at this. What the hell? Oh, my capture device malfunctioned. Hold on. Guys, my capture device has malfunctioned. Ugh. Hold on. I gotta... Oh, God. Do I have to unplug and replug it? I might have to. What happened was, if you can believe it, how stupid this is, a cord unplugged and fell, and it hit the cord of my capture device. And it said, boom, 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 boom. And I think it desynced, and I might have to unplug and replug it to get it to work again. What a pain. Seriously, what a pain in the ass. So I'm just going to unplug and replug it completely, okay?
Then we have Mighty Furtado. For someone who hates drama so much, why the fuck is DSP sliding into Becky Boop's DMs? DSP has been 100% sliding into Becky's DMs, and this could potentially become year of the divorce. Imagine that. Let's say Kat left, and DSP puts all his frustration out on RTU, and in his mind, the best way to get back at him is to slide into Becky Boop's DMs and try to get further than RTU did in the past 10 years. Then DSP is desperate to play with Legos, and he wants all 3 goals hit today, so he can do Lego night tonight. Then DSP keeps having tech issues, and he says he will probably buy another PC in a few years if tech issues keep happening. That's right, he's gonna need another $2,000, or if someone quote unquote donates a new streaming PC every few years. And of course, he has to go back to RTU because he's got nothing else to do, and he wants that drama pity bucks. Then, despite playing and liking all the Life is Strange games and games like that, he's now realizing that all these games are made for LGBTQ, and all of them are gay dating sims. And he's mad that they're pushing an agenda in this game, and it's gonna ruin society, dude.
But modern game direction is a joke, in my opinion, especially with what they're trying to do a lot of these games. We all know that these games are pushing agendas. This game in particular, it's trying to say, oh, this is a game for a different kind of person. This is supposed to be a game for either, gay curious or bisexual curious girls, and they can enjoy it because now they can feel like there's a game for them, and they're not ostracized for being who they are. And if that's the case, I actually don't care. Like, to me, I don't mind that. If the game exists and that's what its purpose is, then fine. But I don't know. It just, they certainly didn't push it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the trailers and everything, it was supposed to be a mystery. The friends are reuniting, and who is the mysterious person contacting them? Why do they have memory holes? That's what I want to know, the plot. I don't need 3 hours of fuller bullshit.
And of course, DSP wanted more Q&A, but at the same time, he's complaining that the questions are all the same. Well, Phil, when you do Q&A every day with the same people, the same questions are going to come up. And now DSP's getting defensive. When he plays fighting games and he insults people, it's just a joke. It's just for entertainment, dude. Despite all the people he's banned over those quote-unquote jokes. DSP then goes on to say how he's better than everyone else because he puts out content that has value and meaning to his audience. And as Poem Josh points out, that's everyone who has an audience, Philip. You're not special. And then Gamerface Gaming put this out. The king is gonna need a new maid when Ket is gone. What better way to piss off RTU? And shows a picture of DSP touching Becky's butt. And then someone asked him, what was the last good fighting game? And DSP said he can only name Super Turbo as an example of a good fighting game. Now keep in mind, when he won his 4th place at EVO, it was Super Turbo. It was a PS1 port that had bugs and everything, and a lot of people boycotted it. And that's the only reason he got the 4th place. And right after shitting all over RTU yet again, he says drama content doesn't benefit him. Despite doing that whole clip of him taking a royal dump on RTU. Then Steve of the Dead. Power Wash Simulator isn't realistic because he's power washed his drive before. I'm not making this up, he actually said this. And DSP still talking about lost records and Life is Strange, goes on to say how they're harmful, and talks about how lesbian and bisexual curious people don't want to play games with characters like that in them, when they could just go outside and make actual friends.
Do you understand what I'm saying? If you want to do those things that you're doing in Lost Records, you can just do them in real life, and you can actually have something meaningful come out of it. You can actually have friends and spend time with them and have a relationship that's ongoing that could benefit you. You don't need a video game to simulate mundane things that you could do in your real life. And in fact, I'm going to go as far to say, I actually think a game like this can be harmful because what happens is this is normalizing.
What? Wait. A game was harmful. Okay, why, Phil? Why is this game harmful to people?
And in fact, I'm going to go as far to say, I actually think a game like this can be harmful because what happens is this is normalizing making a virtual situation for something that you should be doing in person, for real.
Excuse the fuck out of me? Phil, you played Fishing Simulator.
And DSP is delusional as ever, as he thinks he can teach people about video games and fighting games and FGC stuff. He has all this knowledge in his head, but nobody wants to listen. Phil, you're only known for one thing, mostly, is that jerking off on stream. And one of the other things is that you're a dumbass who changed games forever and dumbed them down. Nobody wants your opinion on video games, Phil.
I make bank on consistency, on positive content, on being a variety creator. Like, that's the stuff I make bank on right now. That may very well may change in the future. Maybe there will be something that I can find that I can fit into, that I'll add to, and it's going to be something positive and fun and interesting. Maybe someone will actually grow a brain and say, wait a minute, DSP is a content creator who's been around for 16 plus years. He could talk about the history of YouTube. He could talk about the history of gaming. He could talk about Street Fighter. He could talk about being a creator, you know, a streamer. He could talk about online trolling. He could talk about, he has a wealth of knowledge about all of these topics. And we could use him as a valuable resource in our show or in our round panel or in a discussion or whatever it may be. Maybe someday someone will wise up and realize that, okay? All right?
And now that DSP is done with the snack box, he threw it out, he doesn't care about it anymore, despite people paying him to do it and him not eating the snacks. He's complaining, support is slowing down, now that he changed the goals to Legos. Then DSP goes on to say that a good fighting game has not been released in 25 years. And look at that, during Yakuza, already fallen asleep. It's almost like this happens every single time. And I swear, every time DSP plays Yakuza, as soon as he finishes the game, he gets amnesia. Cause when the next one comes out, he complains about the exact same things over and over, including that there's too many cutscenes in Yakuza.
We'll do better this go round.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
With you at the helm
Stop
of the
gabbing.
Boromaru?
Let's go.
What the hell? They won't know what hit them.
Let's go.
Damn, you fellas don't need convincing, huh? Nope. But Jason, he's another story. Remember, he lost his own ship in the Coliseum a while back.
Let's go.
It's the most fun you can have, as long as you don't lose.
Let's go to
It all comes down
Madlantis.
to whether or not you can fully trust your crew.
Let's go right now.
Well, I'm sorry about your ship.
Let's
Jason,
go.
But you're not exactly giving me a lot.
Why do they have to have such long-winded cutscenes? Like, I'm liking the game, and then it's like, here's another 15-minute cutscene. No, let's just go to Madlantis. Let's stop gabbing about going to Madlantis, and let's go to Madlantis right now.
Reasons to stay out.
Oh,
Entirely up to you. You're the captain. Captain.
let's go right now.
Here, Captain. Time you take the wheel. I went ahead and marked Madlantis on the map. You can practice getting a hang of this thing on the way there.
Okay.
Got it. Madlantis?
Yes.
Here we go!
Let's go. Let's do it. Holy macaroni. Now, what is this? I've noticed over the years that today's game writers just don't understand the word brevity. It's a skill to be able to craft an engaging narrative while not suspending the gameplay for too long. Yeah, like, I like Yakuza, don't get me wrong. I just want advancement in the game. Like, right now, we are around 4+ hours into the game. Actually, right now, we're about 4.5, okay? And we're still not into the core gameplay loop yet. We're still doing setup story. We're still doing cutscenes. It's like, when does it hit its stride so we could just play the game? Because ultimately, I have to sit here quiet while all these cutscenes are playing. And even though I'm enjoying the game, it is boring to sit through cutscenes. It's like, dude, I just want to play a game. I'm a creator. I want to create. I don't want to just play you cutscenes, you see? So I needed to get to gameplay at some point, and hopefully we're getting some right now. Oh, these cutscenes! Just go there! Can we hit the goal of 100 cutscenes before we arrive at Madlantis? Can we do it? Oh.
And of course, the only time Phil likes Yakuza is when he gets to play the blackjack minigames. And this is Gout Gout. DSP tries it. Blackjack.
So,
What's your bet?
bet I gotta do 100.
Let's begin.
6. Oh! 14. Oh, come on. It's like one of the worst hands you can get in blackjack. Oh, I mean, statistically, the house would hit on 14. Right? And the house was showing 4. Oh my God. Anything above a 7, and I'm done. It's like the worst. Basically, it's complete chance. There's no statistical way to play this correctly. The house would stand on 4. Excuse me. The house would hit on 14. Okay.
Hit me.
Fuck. All right. I'm gonna stand. I hope the dealer busts.
Stand.
12. 15. Got a hit. Ah!
Too bad. Just one of those days, I guess. Yeah.
Come on.
What's your bet? Here we go.
Dealer shows a 3. I've got 16. What is going on? Again? Again. They're doing this to me. Stand.
Stand. That's not too bad.
So I basically started with 2 of the worst hands you could start with in blackjack. Back to back, by the way.
First looks free.
Yeah. What's your bet? Let's begin.
You've got to stand on a 17. You have to.
Stand. That's not too bad.
Starting to see a pattern here. Starting to see a pattern. It's very distinct.
First looks free.
Yeah. What's your bet? Here we go.
The dealer has started with a 3, like every hand. And then I start with garbage. I have to hit on 14 and I'm going to bust. 16 again, I have to stand.
Stand.
This is completely ridiculous.
Just one of those days, I guess.
This has been absolutely ridiculous. I don't think that level of luck would happen in real life, where you would get the worst hands 4 or 5 hands in a row, and the dealer would literally get the best hands. This is absolutely ridiculous nonsense. Alright, last one. Fuck this. This is literally the last one, then I'm out of here. Fuck this shit.
What's your bet? Let's begin.
Of course I got 16. Again, every hand, every single hand, I've been 14, 15, or 16. Every fucking hand. So I can't play. And then they always get a low card first, which never happens. This dealer getting a low card first like that means they're going to get a good hand no matter what. This is complete bullshit.
Stare.
Just one of those days.
21! 5 card, 21. This is insanity. I'm not playing this ever again. Really. I will not do this gambling ever again. It's completely rigged. There's no way that's realistic. Every single hand, I get a bad hand and they get the best possible fucking hand. Are you out of your mind? So let's just save up. Fuck it. What a ripoff.
Then we have DSP playing Lost Records. Basically a cat simulator. His wife, not Jasper. And this is his commentary during the game.
That's the end. Can we watch it again? Yeah, we totally should.
This is funny. You ready? So some idiot says, what does your wife think about you making fat jokes about women in video games? I don't know. What does your wife think about me making fat? Oh, you don't have one. Sorry about that, loser. Anyway.
And look how happy DSP looks playing Yakuza. I mean, look at the joy on his face. He loves his life. He loves his job. He loves his audience, doesn't he, dudes?
People liked them. Some even envied them. Top of that, not only were they tough customers, but they had mountains of treasure. And when all was said and done, their names went down in history. Yes, sir, I'd say that's the life for me.
That's the life, huh?
He does realize it's 2025, right?
Or turning the tables on some rogue, pulling off what no other crew can. Keeping the seas and islands safe. Having our name.
And despite DSP wanting 3 goals to play with Legos tonight, he didn't even get 1. At least on the day stream. And he's complaining he only got $88. Hopefully it's not a pattern, dude.
Okay. So guys, I mean, I'll be honest, yeah, I am disappointed. Okay, why am I disappointed? Because I've been saying all along, I don't think that the whole issue with RPGs is over. Okay, just being honest, I don't think so. I think for some reason, now my audience just doesn't like RPGs, even though I do. You know, I just can't get people to show up and engage and support with RPGs. It sucks. Now listen, I agree with you that the cutscenes are excessive in this game. I get it. We're going to get past that part though. Like, this is the intro when it is that bad. But ultimately, these games do get better over time. And I think that once we get past this intro segment, the game will actually be significantly better. But now, here's the thing. So, we got Yakuza in the rotation. If every time I play it, we don't hit the goal, that's bad. We got Avowed, and I'm playing that tonight. Is that going to do the same thing? Right? Will we hit the goal for Avowed tonight or not? I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't think we will. I think it's going to be a chill stream, but I don't think we're going to actually hit the goal tonight for Avowed. All right? Maybe I'm wrong. I would like to hit the goal for Avowed, but I don't see it bringing a lot of butts to seats, as they say. You know what I mean? In fact, I kept telling you guys, I don't know if Avowed will even stay as a playthrough. We may actually just end up moving past it anyway, right? Now, continuing forward, right? The Suikoden collection. I'm huge on those games. They're classics from the 90s. I want to play it. Is it going to work? I don't think so. And it sucks. I don't want to just play action games. You understand me? I don't just want to play Call of Duty, Street Fighter, and Dark Souls, or another action game. I want to play a variety of games. And I you know, quite frankly,
There we go. Quite frankly, there aren't a lot of great games out right now. There are some games that are going to be coming out shortly, but a lot of the games coming up are going to be RPGs. So what am I to do? You know, honestly, what am I to do? I don't know. Like I was telling you, I don't want to play another Dark Souls game again. We literally just did Bloodborne, and then we did Dark Souls 1, and then we did the Elden Ring Night Rain beta. I don't want to keep playing FromSoft games nonstop. You know? I just don't get it. I just don't understand why people don't support certain games. I really don't. And this is one of them. These RPGs people will not support for some bizarre reason. I just don't get it. All right, well, that's 2 straight streams. We didn't even come close to hitting the goals. Last night was $50. This one was 80. That's not a good sign. All right? Let's see what happens on the late stream tonight. I would hope that we will get some people who will come and support tonight on the late stream who were not here on these earlier streams. You know, for those of you who were here and supported, thank you. I understand that you guys cannot carry every single stream. Like, Dumpy Koala here, you know, helping out and gifting these members or the subs. But I know that Dumpy Koala can't carry every stream, you know? So I'm not expecting that. I'm not angry at someone like that. But I wonder where are the people who say, oh, yeah, go ahead and play it. You should play what you like. That's what really gets me. The people who say, play what you like. Just play what you like. Don't worry. Well, I have to worry. I have to literally worry. Because this is what happens when I play what I like. All right. Let's see what happens tonight. I hope you'll come back for Avowed, a chill stream around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow we're doing multiplayer. It looks like there's no LEGO stream in sight since we're not hitting any goals. You know, so tomorrow is probably going to be Call of Duty paired with probably Marvel vs. Capcom 2, since it doesn't look like we're doing a LEGO stream. I mean, I would hope we do a LEGO stream by Thursday night, but at this rate, we might not do it then either. I don't know. I hope things turn around, okay? All right, everyone. Well, I'll see you tonight for Avowed, and we'll go from there, all right? All right. Peace out. Thanks for chilling with me, because it was a fun stream, despite the fact that there's too many cutscenes. It was still a fun stream, and I had a good time with you, so I'll see you all tonight, okay? All right, see you later, and good night.
And DSP yet again having tech issues as his camera screwed up again and keeps freezing. And DSP goes on to say, DSP tries it is okay for him because it's only eating fast food once a week, despite him eating fast food multiple times a week, and he's at the weight he used to be at 20 years ago. Now keep in mind, he's been doing this for 17 years as a content creator, but it's been close to 20 years that he started uploading on YouTube. And then Steve is Dead with a quote from DSP in 2016. By the way, I was a good 240 pounds before starting YouTube. I was fat as shit. And DSP also claimed that he never falls asleep during Yakuza. And we have Hate Army with a folder of video clips of DSP falling asleep to Yakuza games. Then we have this comment in DSP's chat. Becky said tonight on LOLCOW Queens that you two have been going back and forth recently about appearing on their show, and you could be appearing in the next couple of weeks.
I asked the chat, I asked would they want to see DSP on an episode of Queens, and by 64% they said yes.
Who's he? Who is DSP?
He is like the OG LOLCOW, the OG LOLCOW. But in order to do the show, both of you wouldn't be able to be here. It would have to be like very intelligentsia, very sophisticated, just me and Phil, while we have like a very dignified tea time. No buffoonery from you two.
No. Yeah, who wants that fucking shit? Educated fucking conversation on LOLCOW? That sounds fucking retarded.
I am tired of this lowbrow company, okay? I want somebody elevated who could come to my level, and that would be DSP.
Oh, really?
Does he talk like this?
No, but I'm sure he could. I could like play, I could pull up like a fireplace. We could have
he's
like...
probably built like this. He's probably built like this.
He looks pretty good. He's aged better than most other LOLCOWs, I would say.
Your team.
I'm just saying.
And it's funny that she said, oh, DSP aged better than most of the other cows. Now keep in mind, this is the same woman who wanted to date Review Tech USA. Just saying. Then apparently on the night stream, Kick tried to do a favor to DSP and put him on the front page. And we have Administrator from Kick enjoy the front page. And he got boosted up to 153 people. And of course, whenever the spotlight is on DSP, it's best behavior DSP. And not only that, he turned off his sub-only mode so people could come in and support him. And as soon as that happened, people started posting stuff like this in the Kick chat. New viewers, you may be uninformed or led astray by trolls. We are $450 away from watching Phil build a Lego set. Please contribute so we can hit the goal. And then DSP had this to say to all the new people in his chat.
Anyone who's a newcomer, please don't listen to idiots in my Kick chat being stupid. As you can tell, I'm playing the game and enjoying myself, but these idiots like to portray negativity because they're jerks, you know. I pretty much ignore them. I don't want to sit here like moderating all day. I want to enjoy the game, so.
Then he was taken off the front page, and look at that. All those viewers went away, back under 100 viewers. And of course, you know what happens when the spotlight is off a DSP. He goes back to his begging ways. Guys, we haven't hit the goal yet. What's going on? Why aren't you giving me money, dudes? And yet, again, another rant about RPG overload. And I put this out. Oh my fucking god, DSP. Going on another rant about people not supporting RPGs. How many years is he gonna rant like this? Take the hint, Phil. Holy shit. And this is wild. So DSP's been doing this a lot lately, where he'll call people out by name or say, hey, I see some regulars in the chat. You haven't paid me yet. What's going on? Let's hit the goal. Come on, support me. I see you there, all those regular supporters.
Okay, are we ready? Ready to continue. So another hour for tonight. And again, if we can hit another goal by the end of the stream, and I'm looking at some people, I know we have some people here who are good supporters. All right, we get another goal by tonight, the end of the stream. I think we're going to actually do Lego Night tomorrow night, because I'm feeling like we will hit the goal tomorrow to make Lego Night happen.
Then, in one of the strangest things DSP has ever said, he said the Scottish is the non-mainstream British. And DSP is also complaining that all those new people, all those new eyes on him, didn't result in him getting more money. And complain, it's only the regular people paying me. But then, you'll never believe it, there was a miracle. DSP was saved, and who was he saved by? Anonymous. Then to show you how entitled and man-baby he is, DSP sneezed and he complained only one person said bless you when he sneezed. Then DSP was yet again complaining. He was put on the front cover and still no one new gave him money.
Particularly, we have like no subs tonight. Did we get any subs tonight? No. 0 subs. We got everything else. We got no subs on Kick tonight. That's funny. So they put me on the front page of Kick. I got no support from Kick tonight. All my support was from my longtime supporters, and no one knew. Wow. All right, anyway.
Now DSP is going to answer a question why kids teabag in video games.
Mark is saying, why do people teabag in modern fighting games that their parents dropped them on their heads? I mean, no, just there is no parenting anymore. That's the problem. Like, there is no modern parenting. People just, like, have kids and just ignore them and let them do whatever they want. So they become, you know, scumbag, wastes of life, and, you know, dregs of society. It's pretty sad.
Than a cave-in.
Oh, look, it flooded, so now we can go over here. No, I mean, like, an unprecedented amount of people now are just immature. They never grow up, yet they have kids, and they just pass on that immaturity to the kids. So the kid just becomes a piece of shit. Acts disrespectful to everyone around them for no good fucking reason. Thinks they're entitled to everything on the planet when they're not entitled to shit. Like, that's how a lot of people are today now. It's pretty sad.
He forwarded his viewers to an e-girl doing squats for money. And would you look at that? Iron Chef Sakai's already in there and throwing money. And Iron Chef Sakai says in her chat, I feel free here. That's not a good sign, Phil. Your whale's over there. Then, as you can see, Iron Chef Sakai paid her to do squats on stream. And we even see some of Phil's regulars in the chat too, including Dumpy Koala. Talk to us. And Philippe Baxter, imagine DSP did 1 push-up per sub. He wouldn't have fat man tits. And then Iron Chef Sakai in the chat. Strangely Lex, which is the streamer here, you get the pignosis, don't look into Phil. Because people were saying, oh, you should look into this guy. And she's asking, oh, is he a good guy or is he a bad guy? And people kept saying, bad guy, bad guy. And they were sending her videos of the guy. There's even one person, Jude the King Dog is pretty accurate. Then we have JG Win. DSP better be worried. DSP better be worried. His most active whale found an e-girl on Kick and started to make it rain. Apparently, she took over the featured spot after DSP and ICS was shipping the cash. At least, she was super kind to ICS and all that. This doesn't bode well for the Snort Fort's coffers. Then, as you can see, #1 weekly top gifters, Iron Chef Sakai, 51. We also see Dumpy Koala in there with 3. And Lex was very confused. She doesn't know what's going on, but at least she was rolling with the punches.
Y'all just, why are we being mean? Why, there should be no reason why Iron Chef's in here being like, everyone's so mean to me. That's fucked up, guys. That's really fucked up. Let's not do that. He threatened to send me a spoon to eat shit out.
And it didn't stop there, as Lexi was showered in contributions and the Queen's coffers were filled.
What the fuck? Thank you so much. Is this real? Iron Chef, thank you so much for the 25 gifted. ICS, pay her $500 for the dog. Bro. 1K react goal, let's go. Yes. Yes. How many squats would that be? 150 squats? 50 subs to watch it?
And Iron Chef Sakai is already getting very attached to Lexi. Shut up, trolls. I will be loyal to you, Queen. Now keep in mind, Lexi is bisexual and she has no desire for Iron Chef. And then Iron Chef as well. Don't tell Dave. He also went on to say he doesn't need to know. And look at that, 166 gifted memberships from Iron Chef Sakai to Lexi. And I always love when outside people from the Vortex actually look inside and start seeing everything, the memes, seeing how disgusting DSP is. And she was having fun with it. She was confused, but she was having fun with everything.
Who did this poll?
Derek IP tipped $10.
Hey.
I need banana, tasty banana, put banana in my mouth, squeeze the peel, it comes in denim.
Okay, period. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Banana, squeeze it, put it in his mouth. Yes. Thank you so much. Wait, DERICH IP? DERICH IP. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. Hell yeah. Dude, TTS is $1. Who is that? No. Who's this guy? He's a bad guy? Oh, he's a bad guy. Ban him.
Of course, that wasn't the real Derek. And at the end, when she said, oh, he's a bad guy, they're telling about his PDF stuff. And unlike Phil, she banned him immediately. Amazing how that is, Phil. Then someone tagged Iron Chef Sakai and said this. Do you think you could go a month without donating to DSP? That's the content right there. And Iron Chef Sakai, I want to see how much he'd seethe. And then Tummy Time Real. So you just like fucking with Phil. Iron Chef Sakai, ding ding ding. And then even Iron Chef Sakai was suggesting DSP detractor content to her, including Life Sucks cartoon by L Crimson King. And then Lexi put this out on Twitter. Bro, I'm so confused. My stream is popping off in the weirdest way right now. We're at like 350 plus subs. Then Lexi's gonna learn about the DSP detractors and how great they are.
Okay, let me catch back up here. It's nuts how many corners of the internet there are, but the detractors are something else, man. They're the best. They are like, y'all are like, that's actually pretty cool. This is like the most interesting group or like community I have witnessed ever. I don't think that anyone is gonna be able to top y'all in this community. It's so cool. I joined a call, yeah.
Then we have a $1,200 phone. Iron Chef Sakai, can you and yourself, Dumpy, stop giving money to Phil for a week for everyone's entertainment? Then Iron Chef, I'll give it to Lexi instead. RGB neck phone reel. The podcast tomorrow might be interesting on DSP's channel. And then Game Tracker, which might be 2 cats, 1 roach. You giving him money makes him happy. Iron Chef Sakai, I cut him off for a week, remember what happened? He just did a DSP tries it, I believe that was the Arby's, for no reason. He was all messed up. The detractors then told Lexi what DSP thinks of his detractors.
Tech support stream, y'all are how are y'all all in sync? Do y'all all, I think y'all all have, I feel like y'all all have the same mind. Do y'all all have the same mind? Kinda? Okay. How often do y'all spend time together? Is it like, do y'all spend like hella amounts of time? Hog fits right in, and he does. He's probably gonna join y'all. Y'all probably recruited him. Y'all recruited him. Are y'all a cult? Is this a cult? There's so many memes you don't even know about. Is this a cult? 6 days a week. Yes. No. Yes. Conflicting answers. Oh, he is a cult leader. Cult of hate. Oh, no. A little bit, yes. Not exactly. We're a union. Okay?
And look at the top weekly supporters for Lexi. Number 2, Anonymous. Number 3, Derek Ip. Number 4, Iron Chef Sakai. Subaru Man. Number 8, Jade. Number 9, Dented Juan Kenobi 220. Then we have Meow Block. Big ups Lex. You are now part of the lore and an official detractor.
You guys rock. I thank you so much for the sub goal. Like, seriously, deadass. Like, this is so fucking helpful for me. This is so helpful for me. Thank you guys. Thank you, bro. Big ups to your legend now. Thank you for... I'm a part of the lore. I'm a part of the lore. Even though this guy's a shit-ass shitbag, I'm a part of his lore now. This is a part of my lore now.
Then it looks like DSP made it to the front page of Kick twice. One for his stream, and one for Lexi's stream. By the way, she's at 450 viewers. DSP was at 120, I believe. And as you can see from the thumbnail, she started watching videos on the guy, including the spoon rant. Then I put this out, and it's very interesting if this comes to pass. It would be funny if 2025 is the year where a wider audience finds out about DSP's toxicity and scamming, lol. And that brings us to Tuesday, and we start off with Misery Merchant, who shows off side by side DSP in January 2024 versus February 2025. And DSP is always bragging about losing weight. However, it looks like DSP is actually gaining weight. And then the news of Lexi stealing Iron Chef Sakai came full circle, and DSP now is angry about it. We have Ram Ranch Real and Reformed. Have you seen Phil's legs? He could squat for days. DSP, could you guys shut the fuck up? Why are you stalking people in other streams? Why is it your business what they do? This is ironic for what he's about to do later on in the week. You act like teenage girls gossiping, and I'm just gonna fucking ban every idiot who talks like that in my chat. And DSP decides to add a new video to his opening slide, and, well, it's very Derek-esque.
Ridiculous, man. Oh, it's fucking bullshit. Son of a fucking big.
And DSP's kick chat was talking about ICS, and possibly ICS no longer supporting DSP. Then it looks like the King of Hate is truly back. We have Duty Streams. Gee, why do people call me a bigoted racist, DSP?
Smoke grenades to basically become a ninja. Like you say, ninja vanish. Boom, smoke grenade. Now no one can see you, and you just start taking everyone out with the weapons, right? I think that'd be pretty cool. But I'm being told, like, literally now that I'm bringing it up, Helixification in chat says, oh, they are free, but man, they're a grind of XP. So how could we do it? Do we have to use the XP boosters? Or, like, I like to try to do as much as I can today of it. I guess we'll have to see. Don't do an Asian voice. It's 2025. Ah, I make voice however I want, and you like it. Now shut up. Shut your face. I come slap you. Through internet. Okay, anyway.
Then DSP has a special surprise for everyone, but he had to go to his mailbox to pick it up. And he did this in the middle of his stream. And as Otter points out, remember, Phil doesn't waste your time, unlike other streamers. Then we have an AI chat summary. Viewers are criticizing the YouTuber for being out of breath and sweating after walking to the mailbox to check his mail. And what was the big thing that he had to go to his mailbox for? He is now going to open packs of WWE trading cards on Smart Guys. That is right. He has a digital JPEG addiction, and he's now going to have a physical JPEG addiction. And not only is it going to open up on Smart Guys, I'm willing to bet there's going to be a paywall for it as well. Then we have Poem Josh. If you listen closely, you can hear the addiction foreman from the neurons firing off in the back of his head.
Topps Chrome 2025 trading cards. Chase the Persona exclusive insert cards. 3 exclusive sepia refractors per box. Chase the Persona exclusive insert cards. 28 total cards. 7 packs per box. 4 cards per pack. So there's 7 packs in here.
Then we had a whale come out of nowhere and spoil DSP, Dr. Lexus. And then I looked it up, and the funny thing about Kick is even if you change your name, it doesn't start you over. It just changes your name on the leaderboard, but shows how many you gifted in the past as well. And as we know, Darkside Pimp was at the top of the list, and now all of a sudden, Dr. Lexus is there, the exact same amount of gifted items. So it looks like Darkside Pimp, at least until Kino Casino comes back, is gonna be the main whale for DSP. And still, he's trying to push Yakuza. He wants people to support it, talks about RPG overload, complains no one's supporting it, then even says, I don't care if you don't like it, please just support it. Then goes on to say, everything people say regarding drama surrounding him is fabricated nonsense. That is right, it's out of context, dude. Then we had someone put Becky Boop's face on Ket and Misery Merchant, the King of Queens reboot. Then a quote from DSP, he has not officially been to a Texas Roadhouse restaurant. That is right, he's not officially been there. Then he was complaining that companies are making games to make money, and he prefers if companies make artistic experience and not worry about making money. He actually said, just put out a game that's different and original, doesn't take too much time, rush it out, don't take years, and then after you release it, then worry how you're gonna make money. I wonder how you went bankrupt, Phil. Then DSP was talking about Blooper Team doing so well with Silent Hill 2 that Konami wants them to make more games, and he suggested a Castlevania game, which he referred to as a Shadow of Lord of the Rings style games. Then goes on to tell companies not to chase trends because they take too long to develop. And basically, that's what all games are, Phil. They're all trends they're trying to chase to capitalize on the moment. Then we have Meow Block, the beginning of her confusion.
Did Jade show up yet? He said he'd be rolling by soon. I don't think so.
DSP then went on a rant about how games are not as good as they were in the past, and says there's no AAA games announced for this year that will be a big hit. Now this happens every year. Games will get announced and then DSP will say, well, maybe I'll play it down the road. Oh, I'm gonna skip this one or skip that one. And then complain there's no games to play, even though he skipped them all, and it's the contradiction of DSP. And then in a moment that is absolutely insane, DSP said he has to use the right pair of underwear on the right day. They have the day of the week written on them. Then DSP decided to do a software update as he goes on break, and tech issues happen. But before he ends the pre-stream, he says, the show's gonna end in a few minutes. Can we please get some support? Then he came back from break and said in chat, it just restarted my PC without permission, LOL. Then someone asked DSP, wasn't there a female Ninja Turtle? Which DSP responds with, it depends on what you mean. Then we have Mr. Baxter here. Taking a break as usual, he'll come back to asking for support after being gone for 10 minutes. He was acting totally different during that front page host. Now it's back to regular rules. You know what happened after that? Ban, ban, ban. Gone forever. But then he was pressured into unbanning him by the chat. Then we have this picture of Phil outside being creepy. Hello, Lex. You have something that belongs to me. Of course, that money, money. Yeah, yeah. And then another one. Leaving so soon? I'd love to show you my Lego sets. Then DSP said he had to turn on his fan because he needs air circulation while he plays Marvel vs. Capcom. Then we have Iron Chef Sakai up to 201 subs. And we also have donations per second real. Duty is one of those detractors. They're the content creator class of Phil Trolls. Now keep in mind, DSP is talking about eating this at a restaurant. He says, eating crab legs is work and a project. Then compared it to going out hunting and making the food himself. Again, he's talking about ordering it at a restaurant. Also, DSP doesn't like gum because he has to spit it out later. See, I always knew DSP swallowed. Then it officially happened. Every Yakuza game does this. It's been moved to the night stream starting Thursday. It goes on to say, Lego Night is something you asked for, so put your money where your mouth is. That is right. He's telling you that reward stream for giving him $150 per goal for 30 goals. Now, that stream, the reward stream, you better support him. What a scumbag. And DSP is going to now say that someone like him, who's been bankrupt, is a better person to learn from because he's made mistakes and bounced back, rather than someone who's in high positions in gaming because they just got lucky and fell into it.
Well, you should take your business advice from someone who went bankrupt, actually. That's the best way, because from someone who's made mistakes, right, and can learn from them and bounce back is a much better person to learn from than someone who literally just got lucky their entire life and just magically did everything right with no challenge, no learning, no wisdom, or someone who just had everything handed to them endlessly. You'd rather hear from someone who earned everything, made mistakes, hit rock bottom, and came back. That's a better story and a better person to learn from.
And then Iron Chef Sakai up to 211 subs. And we got Cooking with the Queens. Another quote from DSP. Sunflower seeds are disgusting since you have to work and disgustingly spit out the shells. If I want to work for my food, I would just go out and hunt for it. Then he accused people of using lag switches in Marvel vs. Capcom because he was losing. And people kept bringing up ICS and Lexi, and DSP is done with that. He's going to start banning people if you start mentioning other streamers in his chat.
So for all you people on the Kick chat that are not talking about my stream and how I just beat an ultimate grandmaster in that lag, I'm just going to ban all of you. Because you're talking about another streamer, you're derailing the chat entirely, and I don't give a fuck. So if I look at that chat one more time on Kick and you're talking about another Kick streamer, you will be permanently banned and not unbanned ever. Just for the record. It's always been the rule. Why are you talking about another fucking streamer when I'm streaming? If you want to do that, leave the fucking stream and go watch them and leave us alone. Okay? Or else it's free advertisement for someone else. Go fuck yourself. Get out of my chat now. And there's the first person to get banned. Might as well ban you. All right, goodbye. Okay, who's next? I would love to clear out the Kick chat and get all the dumb fucks out of there. Seriously. Let's do a nice clean sweep tonight of the morons. Here's another one. We're gonna actually play MVC 1. I can't believe it.
Then DSP was complaining that the netcode of the game is so bad, he couldn't pick the right character even though he pressed the button. Of course, he's talking about the character selection screen. And now we have Iron Chef Sakai up to 236 gifted memberships. And support was low, and there was only 2 people supporting, Darkside Pimp, aka Dr. Lexus, and Jax Raxter. And he wants more people to support. And also, by the way, re-ups on YouTube don't count because they're not new, even though you're getting money for it, scumbag. And look at that, he is drenched just playing a fighting game. How pathetic. And look at that, beautiful food, Cooking with the Queens, success story. And then Iron Chef Sakai up to 246 gifted memberships. Then Lexi and her girlfriend had a dog, and Iron Chef Sakai says the dog is begging like DSP. Then anyone that doesn't know who Jax Raxter is, this shows you how pathetic he actually is. He sent this super chat of $25. Where's the rest, Jax, by the way? Good evening, Phil. Great to see you play an MVC collection again. Since you can be off this Friday, I will do my normal weekly donation tonight. This time as a super chat. I hope the rest of the matches go smoothly. What a cuck. Then we had this in DSP's Kick Chat. Who's gonna get the RGBs in the divorce? Then look at that, this is Lexi's goal. $700 already out of $800, and she's promising to wear a vest for $1,000. Then someone asked in Lexi's chat, is she just gonna wear a vest over a baggy t-shirt? Rebecca Real, probably. Then Iron Chef Sakai getting really creepy. I see you, Killer Queen bites the dust, hidden on my mommies. And then Iron Chef Sakai up to 271 gifted memberships. And it's also announced that Lexi and her girlfriend are also gonna do Lego night tomorrow night. Then we have Aaron here, who says, a win is a win. It's just a video game, it's not that important. And how did DSP respond to this?
Aaron, please stop. He goes, oh, win is a win. It's a video game. It's not important. So nothing matters in life, right? We're all here on a video game stream to watch a gamer play a competitive game and try to win, but nothing matters, right? It's a stupid attitude to have on a stream like this, I hate to tell you.
Then we see Lexi dressed up like a dinosaur, and we have Poem Josh, squats, vest goals, costumes, Legos, cooking stream. We are speedrunning to catch up on Phil's legacy. And then Iron Chef Sakai up to 321 gifted memberships. And not only that, now up to 396 gifted memberships. And DSP got a bunch of anonymous tips, which means tomorrow night he's doing Legos, dude. So we're gonna have the king and the queen head to head in Lego Wars. And DSP even put in the title for the daily wrap, Legos Unlocked. And then this is the last moment in the Kick Chat on DSP stream. ICS has betrayed you, king. This is like when Judas betrayed Jesus. Now you have Lexi and her girlfriend announcing that they're doing Legos tomorrow. DSP then announced he's doing Legos tomorrow. And this is how Lexi responds when she finds out which Lego set DSP is doing.
$100 more? This guy's begging for $100 more? What the fuck Lego set is he gonna buy?
Well, yeah, what Lego set is he trying to get? The squats are endless here on
He
Lex
bought
and
some plant set.
That's gay.
And that brings us to Wednesday, Lego Night, aka Lego Wars. And we start off with Strangely Lex. Almost at 1,000 subs, WTF is going on? And we have Duty Streams. I'm convincing Iron Chef Sakai to sell his parents and simp for Strangely Lex. Then we have donations per second real. DSP status equals broken. And we also have taxes paid. Then not only did they do Cooking with the Queens, they also did squats for subs. Then DSP puts this out on Twitter. Wednesday is a big day. Join me on the podcast as we plan out the next goal reward, plus the 50 goal upcoming marathon event. Then it's the conclusion of tape 1 of Lost Records. And don't miss my first ever Lego Hangout stream on the late shift. Then DSP sets up a stream where it's called Build with Phil, and he spelled Hangout Hnagout, as in gout. And now Iron Chef Sakai up to 396 gifted subs. Then we have Iron Chef Sakai in the chat, and people were trying to get him to stop supporting Phil. Then we have one person who suggests that Iron Chef Sakai should withhold from Phil until he agrees to dress up like this and dance. Iron Chef Sakai says, my mom cooked, cleaned, and danced for us. I love you, mommy. Then goes on to say, let's hit 1,000 guys, come on. Vest goal, come on bros. I think I just died. More meaningful, robust content. Then we have Killer Queen bites the dust. Laugh my ass off, my bank thinks it's fraud, but I promise I'll get you those 25. Iron Chef Sakai replies, they got me too, lol. Let's go. And it didn't stop there. Iron Chef Sakai. Jade would be spinning right now. Oh my fucking god. Darziak shitting himself. Then we have Blizzard. Darziak needs a gifted sub. Duty Streams. Oh yes, Darziak probably busted 8 loads. Iron Chef Sakai, Phil can't do this because of gout. If we pull Darziak, it's fucking over. It's either Payroach or Lex. Who will build the better set? Then we have Derek Loves Lemur. Please, mistress, I'm so close to Kumin. Say my name. It's DERICH. Can you say my name is DERICH? And then Iron Chef Sakai. Get away from my mommy, you loser. And then apparently, ICS claimed he was married with kids. Now everything he's done and said online, absolutely pathetic. No wife would let their husband spend this much money on anything online, and that includes a 43-year-old beggar and an e-girl. And how do you explain to your wife that you're calling someone you don't know mommy? Absolutely disgusting. Then Lex puts this out. A vest from Old Navy sounds so fire. Then we have this from Poem Josh. Reminder, less than 8 hours ago, he was telling people he avoids drama and doesn't care about any of it because he's 42 years old. Clip ends randomly because he's still rambling away, trying to turn things into a moral victory.
So we got a lot to talk about, all right? But the first thing we need to address is the elephant in the room. Iron Chef Sakai is back in Kick Chat today. After 2 days of me having to put up with bullshit, with everyone yelling and telling me that he had left and that he went to someone else's stream and he was throwing some a whole bunch of money. So, Iron Chef Sakai, why don't you tell us all about your adventures in the last 24 or 48 hours? Really? Because I had to put up with so much bullshit in the last 24 to 48 hours because of this. I'd like to hear exactly what's going on. He says, are you serious? Well, let's see. You apparently went over to someone else's stream and threw a bunch of money, which I don't care about. But what I'm being told is that you kept talking about me in a negative way. You kept linking negative videos about me, like detractor videos. So, of course, my detractors made a fucking field day out of this. Now, I'm sitting here trying to maintain my streams. Just do my normal shit. And I don't really give a shit about any of it. But I gotta put up with 1 million people coming into my chat, derailing my content for a whole day. Like last night was unbearable. I'm trying to play the Marvel Collection. I'm kicking ass. I'm literally spanking people up, down, left, and right. Grandmaster ranking. Oh, do you hear what Iron Chef Sakai is doing right now? He's over in the chat, and he's doing this, and he's doing that. All right? So it's this simple. There's something that I've learned, okay, in the last couple of years, okay? And here's what I've learned. My actions, okay, don't just affect me. My actions affect everyone around me because I'm a public figure on the internet, okay? So I know that if I decide to talk about a certain topic, or I decide to play a certain game, or I decide to criticize something, or I decide to have an interview, or to appear in a piece of content, no matter what it is, DSP has an influence on things all over the internet. Despite the fact that I don't want to, and I don't understand it, I really don't get it, okay? But I just do, right? Like, no matter what I do, it seems like everyone's talking about it, and everyone follows me around, and everyone stalks every little thing that I do, right? I mean, just a couple days ago, I had a capture card malfunction, okay? It screen grabbed my Discord, which auto boots when I boot my gaming PC. And let me tell you, since that happened, I've now disabled Discord from auto booting on my gaming PC, so that won't happen again, all right? But literally all it did was show people on my contacts list. That was it. That's all it was. It was no conversations. It was no information. It was just, here's people.
Then DSP tried to defend Derek yet again and says it shouldn't matter what he does because he never gave him money, despite the whole arc of Derek grabbing his mom's credit card to pay to Phil, then getting caught by his mom, and that is what ends it. Plus, he did work for you, Phil. He made tier makers, thumbnails, who knows what else. Then DSP mocked his viewers because they were asking him to play certain games. And DSP says it doesn't matter what games you want me to play, I'm gonna play whatever I want and you're gonna support me. Then the King of Hate is truly back, as he calls Lex a slut because she does squats.
I also don't care to. I don't care about a fucking ethot on Kick who's fucking doing squats for money. Okay, I don't. I don't give a shit. I don't care if she talks shit about me, because apparently I'm being told she did. That people made fun of me. Oh, did you know that there's an e-beggar named Darkseid? Oh, so embarrassed. He's in his 40s and he e-begs. You're fucking squatting on camera for money, you dumb shit. You fucking slut. The fuck are you talking about? You're the one who's doing the embarrassing acts. I'm literally sitting here putting out content. You understand? You're squatting on camera for money. But anyway, you know, I'm supposed to be the villain in this situation, right?
And then Lex responded to DSP and said, I can't imagine being a grown-ass man begging people for money. And DSP again, repeatedly defended Derek. Even though he knew about it, he knew everything was going on, detractors told him, his viewers told him, Top Tier Rated told him, but he didn't care. It's only when Kino Casino forced him to get rid of Derek is when it happened. Because he wanted the clout. He wanted the money that comes with it. Otherwise, Derek would still be there, at least on his main sock account.
Because what if you know that someone who's a viewer of yours is a mass murderer? What if you know that they're a sexual predator? What if you know that they're a drug dealer? What if you know that they're a pedophile? What if you know that they're this or that? Or that? Well, first of all, how would I know that? I'm literally a streamer. I stream every day and I do a podcast and I play games. How would I ever know at all what the people are doing when they're not on my streams? And why did it become my responsibility at some point to stalk every viewer that I have to know that shit? I really don't get it. I still don't. To this day, I don't understand it. Okay? I don't get it. And so, let's be honest, the elephant in the room, the Derek thing. Where for years, Derek was on my streams and he was a nice guy. He was always adding to the conversation. He chimed in on certain topics where he got excited. He was a frequent viewer. He never supported. He literally never dropped $1 on my streams. Never. But he was just a nice guy in chat. All right? But people stalked him in his other accounts. They went to his social media. They went to his YouTube page and they said, did you see that he's a sex pest, that he goes after people in the sex worker industry and he harasses them and he had to massively apologize publicly for stalking them and saying creepy stuff? Did you see he has playlists on his YouTube channel of small girls and shit? I'm like, no, I didn't see that. You want to know why? Because I don't stalk my viewers. I don't want to. I don't care to. It's not my job to. That is ridiculous, in my opinion, that you would go the extra mile to look into someone. I'm one person.
So did you hear that correctly? People brought up to him the little girl playlist about harassing porn stars and all that, about him being a pedophile. And DSP said, I don't care, he doesn't do it here. What does it matter? I'm not going to stalk him. He was a nice guy in chat. So, because he's a nice guy in chat and he treated me well, it's okay if he's a pedophile, as long as he's not a pedophile in my chat. Get your head out of your ass, Phil. This is one of the main reasons why people hate you. And then we have Strangely Lex, gifted 50 DSP Gaming memberships. However, this was the Argentina Strangely Lex. And of course, DSP has to get all emotional and clown mode when he sees tampons in the lesbian dating simulator, Lost Records. Then remember when he said, Lex is the pathetic one, the slut, because she does squats for money? Well, that being said, has a list of things DSP offered for money on stream in the last month. Eat food, show feet, do push-ups, put socks on, show his freezer, show his underwear, and dance. Who's the real slut here, DSP? Then, as you can see, he's got stains all over his shirt. He doesn't know what it is, but he has an idea. Oh yeah, that's right, it's cologne. He sprayed cologne on himself, but he couldn't see the spots. He couldn't see them through his human eyes.
My shirt is soiled in the top left. What do you... It's not soiled. You know what it is? I can't see that in person. What the heck? You're absolutely right. Like, it looks like there's like a spot here. But I can't. I'm looking at it right now with my own eyes and I can't see it. Is it possible that the camera can pick up stuff that the human eye normally can't? No, you know what it is? I sprayed myself with some cologne this morning. I just went shh like this. And now I think what it is, it's showing up on camera but it wasn't showing up. I can't see it. Right? Like I can't, I'm literally staring at it with my human eye and I can't see that, but I can see it on camera. Well, that's...
To me, it's probably cat piss, just saying. And we have Nerd Brew with Phil Burnell, autism, smell the failure, his own personal clone. And then Nothing I Could Do points this out. Maybe I'm going crazy, but I could have sworn before he says he doesn't wear cologne, as why would he, as he doesn't leave the house. And then Steve of the Dead shows a clip and says, you are absolutely correct. And not only that, DSP explained he wears cologne in his room because of the smell, because it gets stanky and musky. And then we have Dick Stroke and Phil Vlogs with a quote, I got into West Coast rap like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and DMX. And look at that, Dr. Alexis, aka Darkside Pimp, almost at 1,000 subs, which would be $5,000. And of course, whenever a black person is on stream, DSP has to make the weirdest faces. Then we have a clip from It's a Gundam, where he talks about DSP's Lego set and how it's for girls.
Woman's kit. Would you not say that's for women? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be interested in this personally.
It's a woman's kit. Yeah, the chat agrees. It's a woman's kit. That's what you get for your wife or your girlfriend. It's for freaking women.
How many women enjoy Legos, though?
I enjoy Legos.
I guess I haven't paid enough attention. I won't lie to you.
Well, I mean, it's not like I tell you. I've built Lego before. I have Lego. Me and my husband sometimes build little Lego kits. You know, it's fun.
You built like a Pikachu once.
Yeah, that was a Mega, and I put a motor on it that made it run forever.
Yeah, that was kind of cute.
It was cool. That's like a Mega Blocks, but I mean, it's the same shit.
When Lego won't give you what you want, you go third party.
And remember how we were just talking about how Phil's like secretly closeted, and then you're like, he's building succulents. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, is all I'm saying.
Oh man, I don't know what to make. Like, I think like Phil's wife has more control over him than people give her credit for. Because the second he got with her, that's when he changed. He went from like sex jokes and talk about how hot a chick was to,
really? Oh wow, my gamer theory, so to speak, I had it completely backwards. I thought that she was normal and DSP was the weird one, and like she gained weight because like he's just not making any sexual advances towards her, and she's like lost her self-respect as a woman, but really it's because he's closeted, you know?
What woman would be?
That's okay.
Like the last time I heard she cooked, she burned something and they ordered DoorDash.
But where did it start?
Here we go.
On the catwalk, here comes Phil. He's on the catwalk. On the catwalk.
Then it looks like another whale has joined Lex's chat, as Darkside Dabin puts this in the chat. They're just jealous that we made the leap of faith to something better. It's like crabs in a bucket. Iron Chef Sakai, Dave's chat is conceding. We won, boys. Then would you look at that? Apparently Lex is gonna build the same Lego set as DSP. I wonder who's gonna finish first. And not only that, she's wearing a vest as well. We have Mirrored Entity. I don't know what's funnier. The fact that she's right now in the trending on Kick, or the fact that she's building the exact same Lego set that Philip was shilling all week, basically for nothing, hours before he even shows up in a vest with a dog. And look at that, Iron Chef Sakai, up to 471 gifted memberships. And then up to 521 gifted memberships. And not only is she wearing the vest, she's wearing the hat as well. If you notice something similar about the hat, it's Hulk Hogan colors, brother. Then Lex puts this out on Twitter, 220 plus subs, not even an hour into a stream. Ha 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 ha. Then we see Lex's sub goal, where she's done 1,233 subs out of 1,333. Tip goal, she's made $816 out of 1,000 so far. And we got a picture of DSP from the Oh, no, you didn't. You motherfucker, you. I'm coming for you. And then, as soon as DSP found this out, Iron Chef Sakai was banned off of DSP's Kick and YouTube for supporting her. And not only was DSP building it, not only was Lex building it, but we had Lord Diaz's better half, Tara, building the Legos as well. And then we got some new lore here as well. Apparently, DSP had 3 plants. The first one was on the top floor, but it died because it didn't get proper light. The second one had spider webs emerge with thousands of tiny spider babies in it, so we sprayed it with bug spray in the garage and left it there. And then the third one, he said was shitty and leaked. And not only that, he said it caused hardwood floor damage. And just to make himself feel better, a lot of anonymous tips started coming in, including one where the language speaks just like DSP and asks him to play the games he wants to play. And look at old man Phil with his glasses on, with his Lego set. My god, he looks so old. And then he said, going forward, when he does a Lego night, he's gonna have a third camera so you can see better. And it was bad right at the start, cause he was pigsplaining how to open a box. I'm not joking, he actually said it. Then he failed to properly open a plastic bags and Legos went everywhere. Then he went off camera to search for them. And look at that, that looks like someone's grandpa right there. And DSP says he has 2 different glasses. One pair is his reading glasses for up close, and another one he has for long distance. Then he was explaining every Lego piece of where it goes and the purpose of it. And he was also complaining that all the Lego pieces he needs are at the bottom of the bag. Poem Josh, this Lego set should only take about 2 to 4 hours to build for an inexperienced person. At this rate he's going, it's gonna be a month before he finishes. And look at that, Iron Chef Sakai up to 631 gifted memberships. And look at that, Lex even gave her viewers bubbles. Then someone put a wig on Phil because he's looking like a grandpa or grandma. My god, he looks so angry. Because what he would do is he would move his glasses down so he could see the pieces on the board. Then we had the freak in the fedora. It's insane to me that this dude is 42. I agree, he looks like he's in his 60s. Then not only the hat, the vest, the bubbles. She even did a Lexi Tries It, ordered McDonald's DoorDash for a reward, and she ate it with her partner so they didn't have to cry downstairs. Then we have Iron Chef Sakai in Lex's chat. I told Phil to fuck off and stop talking to my mommies like that. And then her next goal was 1651 for the sub goal. How appropriate. Then look at that. Lexi actually finished the entire thing in one sit-in. And of course, even when he's doing Legos, he has to be toxic towards his chat.
Hilarious. See how these jealous idiots, someone just said, oh, that's a lot of lifting saying you're successful. Dude, I am sitting on a stream right now building Legos and I've made hundreds of dollars. Yes, I'm successful, you stupid idiot. Okay. Here we go.
And then when DSP turned off the YouTube recording, he started yelling at his chat because apparently some people tried to report him for calling Lex a slut and also talking about Lex's stream in the chat. And Lex was not the only one that successfully built the kit as well, as Tara also built the whole thing in one sit-in as well. And as Lord Diaz put out, she just built the whole damn set in one stream. Get fucked, Philip. I'm very proud of her. Then we have a whole section of DSP not caring about Iron Chef Sakai.
Again, I did just end it on a good note. I got the bad element out of the chat and now we don't have to worry about this anymore. You know what I'm saying? We don't. Let me throw this out. I'm just happy now we're not derailed. Now every day moving forward, we don't have to hear about this fucking guy acting like an asshole and talking shit about me. He's the one who actively went to someone else's stream and started talking shit about me and derailed my content for a whole day and a half. It's his fault. He's the only one to point a finger at right now is him because he was the one who was the asshole. Okay? Okay. You know, the truth is with someone like Iron Chef Sakai, it's just a matter of time till they turn on you anyway. You can tell he's the kind of guy that the only reason he's around and contributing is because he wants attention, right? It's never enough for him. Like, it's not enough that you're shouting him out. It's not enough that you're talking with him. You're being nice. He wanted the sword. I gave him the sword, right? Right? And, you know, and that's not enough. It's never enough. Then he's disgruntled. He's angry. So I get rid of him. Then he wants back. I let him back. Oh, I want the sword again. What? Like, dude, it's never enough with these people. So to be truthful, as helpful as it is to have someone like that in a community, and the fact that they're going to toss money at you, okay? Over time, you realize it's better to get the toxic out. It's going to be healthier overall for this community to not have that kind of element in it. You know, sure, I would make a buck to have them in the community, but it ain't worth it. It's short-term gain versus long-term success, and I'd rather have long-term success. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. All right, so I don't care. You can stop telling me that he's talking shit. Of course he is. The guy did an entire stream about me, unhinged, talking shit, right? And then you know, he comes back begging for forgiveness and acting nice and throwing money around. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't want to hear about him anymore. Like, I don't care that he donated to anyone. I don't care. In fact, I don't want to hear it again. If I see it again, I'm just going to start banning. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me, right? Well, just so you know, Dumpy Koala, everyone is saying you're an ICS sock, just to warn you. I have no idea if you are or not. I have no evidence to prove that or disprove it. I've never even thought about it. But just so you know, this is going to be the new thing everyone's talking about now, because everyone just said that over on the YouTube side. They just said you're his sock. So just so you know, because you're going to have to, you know, now people are going to be saying that endlessly. This is what these idiots do.
And then Iron Chef Sakai up to 631 gifted memberships. Then Lex is going to respond to DSP attacking her.
You hear this, right?
Well, dead. Like, last night was unbearable. I'm trying to play the Marvel collection. I'm kicking ass. I'm literally spanking people up, down, left, and right. Grandmaster ranking. Oh, you know what Iron Chef Sakai's doing right now? He's over in the chat, and he's doing this, and he's doing that. All right? So it's this simple. There's something that I learned, okay, in the last couple of years, okay? And here's what I learned.
Oh, he's about to drop some fucking wisdom on us, I guess.
My actions, okay, don't just affect me.
That's good.
My actions affect everyone.
He learned that as a 40-year-old man.
I also don't care to. I don't care about a fucking ethot on Kick who's fucking doing squats for money. Okay, I don't. I don't give a shit. I don't care if she talks shit about me. Apparently, I'm being told she did. That people make fun of. Oh, did you know there's an e-beggar named Dark?
Did I? I don't think I ever talked shit about him. I just said that he was gay. I said he was gay because he got succulent flowers.
Oh, so embarrassing. He's in his 40s and he e-begs. You're fucking squatting on camera for money, you dumb shit. You fucking slut. The fuck are you talking about? You're the one who's doing the embarrassing act. I'm literally sitting here putting out content.
He says he's putting out content.
Understand? You're squatting on camera for money.
That's content.
But anyway, you know, I'm supposed to be the villain in this situation, right? But anyway, so
I'm bulking up right now so I can have the absolute best gains, because I just want to be in my prime. I want to have the best physique and build that I can while I'm young. Unlike this fuck. He's got fucking, he has titties. He literally has titties. He has a receding hairline. He has titties.
And not only that, when DSP ended his stream, his mods went into Lex's stream and started talking shit about DSP. And then Iron Chef Sakai in Lex's chat, say goodbye to the goals, Dave. Then DSP did the daily rap, where he talks about Iron Chef Sakai being banned. However, he can come back if he pays off DSP's mortgage.
One who showed up and supported, all right? One final thing, and I'm just going to make this abundantly clear. Iron Chef Sakai is gone and is not coming back to my streams. I've had enough of him. This is the second time in a few months he's gone off the deep end. He's talking junk. He's derailing my streams. I've had enough. He's gone. He's not coming back. No more begging. No more throwing money at me to try to get in my good graces. I've officially had enough. Sorry to those who've been distracted by this guy. I know, like, he tried to really distract my stream tonight, and it pissed me off, and I've had enough, so screw him. He's not coming back. Fair enough? All right, and by the way, people are going to be rejoicing at that news because they don't want distractions on my streams, and I agree with you. I don't want it either. Doesn't matter how much he begs this time or tries to throw at me, he ain't coming back. unless he pays off my mortgage.
And this right here is the result of what DSP accomplished during the LEGO stream. One single part of a plant. Then apparently, people are going around to other VTubers and Kick streamers and tell them about the lore of DSP. Then we have Bossy Gaming Real. Phil married an autistic fan and whisked her thousands of miles away from her support network. He's actively preventing her sister from reaching her to this day. Then we have It's Not an Act, Turkey Tom, Decade of Failure, Oh He's Real and not playing a character. He used to create the top 10 DSP racist moments every year. Then Lexi found out about Darcy DeFlo and the song My Bills.
My bills. My bills. Darcy DeFlo, my bills. I'll try it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's a music video. Somebody made like a whole like. Wow, what is this? Damn. This has 202,000 views. Is he being for real?
Hello everybody, it's Northside Phil. Are you got money? Pay my bills, electric bill, the internet bill, stupid fucking trolls. I just want to chill. I'm not that. Take me so I can catch up on my back tax. Maybe more staff for funding chargebacks. Pay my lap, selling out the back. The big bitch here, the big bitch there. The big bitch, raise your hands in the air. The big bitch here, the big bitch there. The big bitch, raise your hands in the air. I need that money. I need that money. Need that money. Need that money. I need that money. I need that money. Need that money. Need that money. That money. That money. I want to chill street. Go to Trapper Eve.
Hey.
Crazy. What are we gonna eat? Relax and chill session. No Street Fighter 3. Living my life back from 2017.
Hey, okay. This dude's hairline is crazy.
How's that computer doing on charge?
But then the moment happens where Lexi finds out about the incident / May 1st burst.
Pause, what? Wait, what the fuck? He did what? Wait, what? He forgot the camera was on. What?
What's going on?
Oh, they're talking about, okay. All right, song's over. The music dance experience has now been canceled.
Oh, baby. That's funny. That's funny, babe.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy? I've got to pee. What the fuck? 2016, he was caught beating his Dwayne The Rock Johnson on stream. I'm fucking dead. How does that even happen? How do you even slip up like that? How do you even, like, this is why we clown him. May 1st burst has me in tears. What? May 1st burst? It happened on May 1st? And y'all named it May 1st burst?
Are y'all serious?
That's crazy. That's so fucking funny.
Then we have duty streams. Vescal, check. Hackle, check. Bubbles, check. And then Lexi responds to that. Zoogol next? And then Lexi's girlfriend discovers the snorts from DSP. And you can tell Lexi is getting deep into the lore.
No matter what I do, it seems like everyone's
What was that? Those are his snorts. No,
He
does.
snorts?
He snorts, yeah. That's why they call him a pig. He like,
Oh.
I don't know.
Interesting.
And this is what I was talking about earlier in the video from Poem Josh. Days after Philip tries to steal support and viewers from RTU, Phil gets his viewers and support stolen by another creator, and now believes that the behavior is bad and unhinged. Then we see a picture of Shawn Michaels. I forget who said it. Isn't it Shawn Michaels? Probably some failed train robber scammer. I don't know. It's crazy. Almost super crazy that the name is slipping my mind. Then apparently, people are emailing Lexi, offering to do a DSP diss track with her, and she's down for it and says she's gonna eat him up too.
Somebody emailed me and they were like, yo, let me know if you want to make a song or rap about this guy.
They
like,
wanted you to make a rap?
Guys, somebody emailed me and he was like, they were like, yo, let me know if you want to make a diss track about this guy. What? Like, bro, what? Let me cook. Bro, I'm in. Do it. Everyone's saying do it. Wait, guys, should I really do it? I need somebody to help me write, though. Oh, shit. Dude, they're all telling me to do it. Wait. We need a goal for that. We need a goal for that.
Yeah,
that's like an actual goal right there. Holy shit, that would be funny as fuck. They will help you. Goal is 2K subs. If we hit 2K subs, I will absolutely do a diss track.
Dude, that would be hilarious. I can't even picture us like, oh man, I just can't.
Dude, I'm gonna eat him up too.
Then we have Darcy to Phil. Shows off Pig Roach Phil with huge knockers, and he's thinking about Lexi laughing at him in a poster saying no, Iron Chef Sakai, while he holds up his one single piece of Lego he accomplished tonight. And then Poem Josh. Send this lady to Japan before Cat. Internet. Darcy to Flo. What you gonna do when Lexamania runs wild on you? And we see a picture of Philomania Photoshop for Lexamania. Then we see a side-by-side Phil with his black t-shirt and cowboy hat, and Lex in her vest and cowgirl hat, and she quote tweets that and says, I look ripped, ha 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 ha. Then we have Iron Chef Sakai in the chat talking about DSP. He doesn't want to talk about how he emailed me when I left for a week and cried for me to come back. Then it didn't end there, as Stephen Cambion announced part 2 of his Pig Roach. And that brings us to Thursday, the final day of the week for DSP. Let's see how it went for him. So DSP puts this in the YouTube chat. I'm trying to get 3 cameras to work at once, LOL. So now DSP has 3 cameras, included an overhead for his table and then 2 shots of himself at different angles. And look at this. Why do you need 2 different angles of yourself at the same spot? This makes no sense. Then we have Darcy to Phil. We're one misclick away from a dick cam, boys. Getting ready for the incident too, up close and personal. And look at that keyboard, look at that mouse pad. The colors and everything is the most e-girl thing I've ever seen. And of course, because he's not streaming Friday, the last day of the week, he is begging people, please give me kick subs today, because I get paid out tomorrow night. And of course, DSP keeps plugging more stuff in, including the 3rd camera, and he wonders why he keeps having tech issues, as his stream keeps crashing over and over. It's almost like Phil, it's overloaded. Then we have Snore Hogan, who shows the meme of Iron Chef Sakai checking out Lexi while DSP is angry. Now, one of the things everyone asked for as soon as they saw the third camera, he always complains about his inputs with Street Fighter and any other fighting game, or Call of Duty or any other game in general. So the first thing on everyone's mind is, now you can prove it. Now you can tell us when your inputs are dropped. However, DSP won't promise it because it will be work to set it up. Then DSP was bragging that he has silky smooth 4K now. So let's see how it worked out for him.
So I don't know what they're doing with the internet today, but they're effing it up. Comcast. Comcast. They're fucking it up.
So let's take a look how Call of Duty went for DSP.
Kill me with my own blast trap. Okay, whatever you say. All right, here we go. Now the mic's working, right? Hasn't cut out yet? Okay. What the?
Then DSP was saying that him and his wife are trying to get back to normal after COVID. And it's pointed out that it's been 3 years since lockdowns ended. Then we have DERICH Toys 91. You guys support this man. He's literally about to have a stroke soon. Then we see a flex off between DSP and Lexi. Then DSP was complaining yet again about lost records and how they had an agenda about pushing for gay, bisexual, and basically LGBTQ themes. And look at that, on the page for the game, under tags, LGBTQ+. Then we have Dale Burnell, hell yeah, Nuketown, cat equals family, let's help roll cat back into the sea. Then DSP was wailed out by Brightside Bob, who is also a Keto Casino supporter. Enjoy it while it lasts, Phil, for when they come back from vacation. And even says Bob in the chat, let's go, the begging works. And look at that, absolutely disgusting how sweaty his armpits got from just playing Call of Duty. And this, my friends, is how the first stream ended, with tech issues. And then this is how the night stream started. ADT security real. Imagine of you are a special style person and Phil is your hero. Then you get banned. That sounds rough for that special one. Dragon Cat 2. I don't make the rules. This is the United States of Phil. This isn't a place to stand on your soapbox. Then DSP. Do you guys get off talking shit when I'm not here? None of you even contribute. So how the fuck would you know anything? We got Loaded Diaper Real, but FYI, we contribute by watching you. Free my boy Boss Man. I click on all the ads. Then look how excited DSP is to play Pirate Yakuza. Then remember the one time only 25 subs for 2 badges that you use almost entire month of February? Well, guess what? It's back for March, dude.
Okay. Let's go to this island. Tonight only, since we're doing Yakuza, and it seems like whenever I play Yakuza, we get very low support. For 25 subs gifted, I will give you both badges if you're interested. I will give you both the VIP and the OG badge, 2-for-1 deal for 25 subs. That'll allow us to hit our goal for the night. We'll be set. And another special thing, if you want, all right, you don't have to keep it for yourself. If you have a friend or someone in chat who you like and you want to gift them those badges, you can gift them as well. So that's totally up to you. We'll do that tonight.
Remember when DSP said, I have nothing else to upgrade? I'm future-proof. I'm gonna start saving money now. Well, guess what? He's spending more money. This time, he's gonna buy a green screen cover because he thinks that will fix his AI issues.
But I feel like for me to wear hats again, they need to improve this background removal technology because it's just not good enough. We tried to wear the cowboy hat and it wouldn't even put it in frame. You know what? You honestly know what I should do? I should get a green seat cover because I think they sell them. Like you could cover your chair with a green cover, so this way this chair would not be in the shot anymore. Because the chair appears and disappears. It's really, really jarring. So I think I can get a green seat cover that would block the chair so it won't do that anymore. Now, I'd have to take it off when I do my podcasting, but then put it back on when I'm doing gaming again. I should get that. I do think I need that because it's getting really annoying. Now I'm getting to the point where my setup is looking so good, but the chair popping in and out of existence is so annoying. I think I'm going to get the cover. It's a slip cover? Okay. I think I'm going to get one. A green screen slip cover for the chair, office chair.
Now, did you hear the first part of that about the hats? That is right. He's considering bringing back the hats as gold rewards. We are so back, boys. Lock in. And this is funny. So someone photoshopped Phil looking around the corner at Lexi. And Lexi, stop. This actually scared me. WTF? Then DSP also announced, if you talk massive shit about Phil in Kino Casino chat, you are now banned. And as Darcy to Phil points out, you gotta be on the show to get away with that, dude. Then he had a whale $250,000 man who gifted 24 subs to hit the goal. And who is that? That is a Kino Casino pay pig. And despite people paying for the snack box and him not eating the treats out of the box, he is now saying he's canceling it, even though people already paid for it and he refuses to eat it.
As for the snacks, guys, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think we're going to do the snacks often anymore. Like, if we're on a stream and I'm hungry and I want a snack, we'll eat one of those snacks. But I just don't think we're going to do them regularly because, number one, I just don't snack that much. I don't. I'm not a snacker. So when I was doing them, it was, like, intrusive to the content and making me eat snacks and stuff that normally I wouldn't even eat. And quite frankly, no one's really contributing to see the snacks. And then what happens is we randomly remember once in a while to do them. Like right now, no lie, I owe you guys like 4, 5 snacks. I can't eat 5 snacks. I'm not even hungry. At dinner, I don't want a snack. So I'm not going to sit here binging 5 snacks. So I think the snack thing was a decent idea at first, but I just don't think it works anymore. So I don't think we're going to do it anymore. Plus, absolutely no one is contributing to see me eat a snack. Let's be honest here. That's not happening. Can't hit him. There we go. The pirouette. The snacks were an okay idea, but they didn't motivate people to do anything for like DSP tries it or whatever, you know? DSP tries it people actually like because we're doing a full meal. We're trying things that you guys could have yourself, and it's an ongoing series. The snacks, they could, listen, the snacks could have worked. Like, I think it was actually Lady Charisma's idea to do the snacks. I feel like they could have worked. They just didn't. And, you know, not everything is always going to work. You can try different things over time and see if they work or not. So, I'm not upset about it or anything.
Then Iron Chef Sakai got what he wanted this whole time. To become a mod. At least for 10 seconds.
I accidentally added him as a mod at first. I added him as a mod at first, but I removed. But now, Iron is a VIP now. Dude, I added him as a mod. I didn't even realize it. Okay. Now, guys. Don't tease him like that. I low-key just teased him like crazy.
Then we have this video here titled, Philip did nothing wrong, as usual. It was all his detractor's fault. Can he have your subs now?
What? $250,000 man, are you insane? Are you insane, dude?
It sure has been a long time.
Here's the thing. Hold on, can I pause this? Just listen to what $250,000 man just said. He said, 15 subs for the OG badge. I wanted to go to your big fan of yours, Void72. He was pressed a few months ago, but I think he will come back if he gets an OG badge. Well, first off, he's banned. He can't come back. So, you know what I mean? Like, he can't actually return, even if he wanted to. I could give him the badge, but he could never use it. That's number one. Number two, on top of that, like, I don't even know where we are right now. Like, let me put it this way. If we hit the goal, if you gift enough subs that we hit the goal, so what would that be? What are we at? 48? So that would be 21 subs. For 21 subs, I will give you whatever badges you want. VIP, OG, and you can give them to whoever you want. I'll give them to Void, but he's been banned. You know? Void never apologized for his behavior and basically went and shit-talked me both here and on Kino Casino constantly. He actually shit-talked me on Kino Casino for like a month straight, trying to tell people that I was some kind of a piece of shit and stuff. So, you know, I'm not going to unban him because I don't trust him to come on the stream and behave because he wasn't, and that's why he got banned. Yeah, what happened was he started talking to my detractors. Just like all these people. They start talking about my detractors get in their ear. It's kind of like Littlefinger. Seriously, it's like fucking, like Littlefinger. It's like, what's his name? Worm Tongue, right? He's like in his ear. He's like, DSP is a scumbag. DSP is this, DSP is that. I have nothing to do with it. Like, I literally had nothing to do with it. And the next thing I know, he's like, people are on his streams and he's shit talking me and stuff. It was like really messed up, you know? So I just had enough of it. And I just said enough of this shit, dude. I don't deal with your drama. And then he ended up talking shit about me. He got banned, and that was the end of it. So then I would go on Kino Casino, and he'd be in the chat, and he'd be talking massive shit about me constantly. Just insult after insult after insult. Keep in mind, I didn't say shit about this guy. I don't know anything about him. He would just sit there, like, mass insulting me when I tried to, like, chat in their chat during their shows and stuff. So, I mean, I just don't have a tolerance for nonsense. You know what I mean? I just don't care. I don't care about this drama stuff. So that's why he's banned. But no, if you were to give, I guess it would be 21 subs to get us to the goal tonight. I'll give it to whoever you want. Whoever wants a VIP or OG badge, I'll give whatever you want. Okay? Okay.
Then we see the stats for the week. Tips down 25%. YouTube Super Chat down 28%. YouTube members down 87%. Kick subs up 7.64%. That is a bad week for you, DSP. Then look at this thumbnail. Absolutely horrible. 3 different fills. Then we have Lexi in real life zoo stream today. Then we see Lexi with her girlfriend at the zoo, and I'm sure Kat is downstairs crying. Look at that. 2 different streams of at the zoo, and Iron Chef Sakai 881 gifted subs. And then we see this. Trip to Japan next? And Lexi, yes. And that's how the week went. If you like that, click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe to my other channels on the details of the end cards. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.